Hi, welcome to the NFPA LiNK YouTube channel. This page is dedicated to answering key questions you have related to electrical and life safety. With easy-to-use digital access to NFPA codes and standards, NFPA LiNK is your window to productivity. Today we've been asked to cover some key requirements in a relatively new chapter in NFPA 241, which is the standard for safeguarding construction, alteration, and demolition operations. This new chapter deals with tall mass timber structures. So we're going to go over and head into NFPA 241, the 2022 edition. We'll scroll down till we find Chapter 12, Safeguarding Construction Operations for Tall Mass Timber Wood Structures. So this chapter was actually new in the previous edition, so it was added to the 2019 edition, and that was to address a growing trend of building taller with wood. And so if you're wondering if your building would have to comply with Chapter 12, there is a definition in Chapter 3 for mass timber, but there's also some helpful annex material in 12.1, which tells you that this includes buildings that are Type 4 construction, see 7.25 of NFPA 5000, including but not limited to laminated timber panels and heavy solid timber. There is additional information there on more examples of what that is. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and look at some of the requirements of Chapter 12. So some of the things have stayed the same, and there have been some changes to the requirements. So for example, you'll see things like torch-applied roofing is still prohibited for these structures. You can see that in 12.2. A fire exposure analysis is still required. But then we're going to get into some of the new sections. So you'll see 12.6 is new for the 2022 edition. So that section deals with water mains, standpipes, hydrants, and fire department connections. So underground fire protection water mains and hydrants are required to be installed in accordance with 6.3.3. Each stairwell required for egress in the constructed area of the structure must be equipped with an operational standpipe during construction. And then the distance between the fire department connection and hydrant cannot exceed 100 feet. You'll see things like hot work have been addressed now, so fire watches have to remain in place for 2 hours after the hot work is complete. And that is a little bit longer than what you would traditionally see for a fire watch associated with hot work. There's also a section dealing with temporary heat and temporary lighting. So again, this isn't intended to give you every single requirement that is contained in Chapter 12, but more just to make you aware of some of the changes, and in case you hadn't heard of the chapter, to let you know that it was added to the 2019 edition of NFPA 241 and has been updated for the 2022 edition. We hope that provided some insight into the relatively new Chapter 12 of NFPA 241. For more info about how NFPA LiNK gives you the knowledge you need to get the job done right, visit www.nfpa.org/link.